Trita Parsi is with us now, Executive Vice President at the Quincy Institute from Washington, D.C. Trita, nice to have you with us. It is no surprise, I guess, that Secretary Pompeo wants to focus on Iran. It has been a focus of the State Department since day one. However, the fact that he went into such specifics about individuals and sanctions and the like, and didn't really seem to back any of it up with actually any hard evidence.
Well, that is his modus operandi. Throw out as many lies as possible, makes it really difficult for people to sort through what is lie and what is truth. I think we have seen now that the priority for the Trump administration and for Pompeo has not been al-Qaeda. If it had been, they would have gone after those who are funding it, which includes individuals in Saudi Arabia. Instead, this administration has shielded Saudi Arabia. They would not have supported a war in Yemen, mindful of the fact that the U.S. intelligence pointed out that it was the Houthis that was the main force against al-Qaeda. Instead, the Trump administration has been fighting the Houthis. The priority for this administration, the focus of this administration has been this obsession with war with Iran. And this appears to be a last-ditch effort, either to create a casus belli against Iran by saying that because they're hosting al-Qaeda, which he doesn't prove, of course, that this would then justify a military attack against Iran, or to, at a minimum, sabotage any ability for the Biden administration to undo the mess that Pompeo and Trump has created in U.S.-Iran relations.
This idea that al-Qaeda could have a base in Iran, is there absolutely any chance of something like that?
Well, if there was any evidence for such a thing, why would Pompeo wait till now, 8 days before he's supposed to leave office, to come out with it? Mindful of the fact that this administration has been trying to crush Iran for the last 4 years, if there was any evidence whatsoever, they would have rolled that out very quickly and very early in order to further justify the maximum pressure campaign against Iran. They didn't. The fact that they're choosing to do so right now, knowing very well that they're going to have to leave the White House and the State Department in a couple of days, knowing very well that Biden is going to go back into the nuclear deal with Iran, it seems to be much more plausible that this is based on their desire to undermine diplomacy rather than any facts that is underpinning their claims.
What's all this doing with regards to the next administration? Our correspondent was saying earlier how Javad Zarif and Joe Biden have something of a relationship. They will probably actually be able to work together. Do you think the Biden administration is concerned about where this is taking things?
I think the Biden administration should be concerned about the damage that both the Trump-Pompeo team is doing right now to their prospects of diplomacy, not just with Iran. The designation of the Houthis yesterday is another blow to any chance of being able to find a political settlement in Yemen, again, aimed at making it more difficult for the Biden administration. I think the Biden administration needs to come in and rather ruthlessly undo all of these measures that counter U.S. interests and that have been put into place by Trump solely for the purpose of undermining Biden's ability to pursue diplomacy and find a peaceful path for the region.
That's Trita Parsi joining us from Washington today. Thank you for that.
Thank you for having me.